If you're hunting for a solid webcam upgrade, you might have stumbled upon the Insta360 Link 2C, boasting 4K quality, AI features, and snazzy controls for under $150. But here's what surprised me. Despite all the bells and whistles, this webcam isn't the flawless upgrade it promises to be. In fact, there are some serious problems that might make you hesitate before pulling out your wallet. Today, we're diving deep into the Insta360 Link 2C to uncover what's working, what's not, and if it's really worth your money or just another pretty face in the webcam crowd. Stick around because by the end, I'll share everything you need to know to make an informed choice and save some headaches along the way. Let's start with who this webcam is really for. If you're a professional streamer, remote worker, or content creator who craves that crystal-clear 4K video quality and advanced features like AI noise canceling and auto-framing, the Link 2C is marketed as your dream companion. It promises DSLR-like depth of field with natural bokeh, making your video look professional without hiring a camera crew. Plus, handy features like gesture controls and remote smartphone management are supposed to simplify your streaming setup. Sounds great, right? But hold on, before you start imagining yourself as the next YouTube sensation, there's a twist coming up. Picture this. You've just set up the Insta360 Link 2C, ready for your big virtual meeting or live stream. You expect the fancy 4K sensor to blow everyone away with stunning visuals. But instead, you notice the video occasionally stutters or drops to a lower resolution. Why? The camera's 4K sensor is impressive hardware-wise, with its 1.2-inch sensor size and HDR tweaks for low-light conditions. But getting true 4K streaming is not always consistent depending on your computer specs and connectivity. So if you're on a mid-range laptop or a system with slower USB connections, you might find yourself wishing you had gone for something simpler, or at least more reliable. Not quite the seamless high-def experience you were promised. Now, let's talk about sound. Packs in advanced AI noise canceling to supposedly filter out background distractions. That's a game changer if you're working from a noisy cafe or your neighbor's renovations sound like a heavy metal concert. And sure, in quiet rooms, this mic does its job well. Audio comes through crisp and clear. However, some users report the mic picking up weird electronic hums or distortion, especially when multiple noise sources compete. So, if you're expecting your dog barking or your partner talking in the background to vanish like magic, don't hold your breath. You might still need to manage your environment or invest in an external mic for the best results. Because let's face it, AI isn't quite ready to replace good old-fashioned soundproofing. Here's a question for you. Have you ever had your webcam suddenly lose focus mid-call? One of the Link 2C's headline features is its phase detection on Focus PDAF, promoting razor-sharp instant focusing to avoid blurry chaos. Sounds nifty, but here's the snag. Autofocus sometimes behaves unpredictably, especially when you move quickly or change your background. At times, it hunts for focus like a lost tourist, causing a jittery or distracting video feed. For a webcam promising pro streaming quality, autofocus should be smooth as butter, not a shaky squirrel. And speaking of keeping you in frame, the Insta360 Link 2C uses AI-powered auto-framing to zoom and adjust on the fly. This is where some users feel a bit uneasy, because the camera occasionally gets a bit overzealous, zooming in and out abruptly or not detecting group members accurately. Imagine you're in a team meeting, and the camera suddenly locks onto a random paperclip on the desk, or your cat walking in the background instead of you. It's like having a hyperactive director who's still learning the ropes. At least it's not boring, right? But this jittery framing can be a distraction during serious calls. Privacy, everyone wants it in this age of constant video surveillance. Offers an easy access privacy switch on the Link 2C, which is a welcome feature. Flick the switch and the lens physically closes. Nice and reassuring. However, some complaints mention that the privacy switch feels flimsy and overly sensitive. It's easy to accidentally engage or disengage mid-meeting, leading to a not-so-fun moment of sudden blank screens or awkward explanations. On the privacy front, it's a decent effort but not flawless engineering. Now, you'd expect the Link 2C to be universally compatible, right? It supports all major video conferencing apps: Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Twitch, you name it. But here's the catch. If you're running an ARM-based Windows system or hoping to use Windows Hello face recognition with it, you're out of luck. This hardware limitation could be a deal-breaker for those on the latest Ultrabooks or hybrid laptops that rely on ARM chips for battery life. So make sure to double-check your system specs before buying unless you want a very expensive paperweight. Let's lighten it up a bit. Why did the webcam break up with the microphone? Because it just couldn't handle the sound relationship. And here's another. Why don't webcams ever get lost during meetings? Because they always keep you in frame. Jokes aside, despite some hiccups, the Insta360 Link 2C tries hard to knock everything out of the park. One feature I really appreciate is the specialized modes like Desk View and Whiteboard. If you're a teacher or creator who needs to demonstrate something on paper or zoom in on your creative process, these modes are genuinely helpful. Instead of the typical static webcam shot, you get dynamic angles with clear focus, better than just pointing your phone camera sideways and hoping for the best. It's a real game changer if you want to share ideas during video calls or tutorials. Controlling the camera remotely from your smartphone or using simple hand gestures is also a neat touch. No need to fumble with buttons or software when you can just wave your hand to start AI tracking or zoom in. It's like having your own tiny director behind the scenes. That said, some users find the gesture recognition finicky or delayed, so it's not always as seamless as advertised. But hey, who remembers all their Zoom etiquette rules anyway? At least the camera tries to keep up. Speaking of software, the dedicated Link controller app offers advanced customization options. You can tweak exposure, white balance, and other settings, giving you more control than most webcams. But the app itself can feel a bit clunky and suffers from occasional crashes. So while it's great in theory, sometimes you just want to plug and play instead of wrestling with software updates right before a big call. A quick joke to break the tension. Why did the streamer bring a webcam to the gym? Because they wanted to work out their angles. On the more serious side, despite some flaws, the Insta360 Link 2C fills a niche for users wanting more than basic webcams without splurging on high-end gear. Let's talk value. Priced at around $149.99 with a 4.5-star Amazon rating, the Link 2C sits in the mid-tier webcam market. It offers premium image quality with a relatively large sensor, HDR, and natural bokeh, effects usually reserved for pricier cameras. And it delivers these at a price point that's tempting for professionals and enthusiasts who want better video without breaking the bank. But does the performance fully justify the cost? That depends on how much you value each feature and how tolerant you are of its occasional glitches. So, what's the final verdict? The Insta360 Link 2C is a webcam with a powerful feature set and moments of impressive performance. If you want higher resolution, AI-supported framing, versatile modes like Whiteboard and Desk View, and a privacy switch in one package, it's well worth considering. But if you want a webcam that's rock-solid, flawless with buttery smooth autofocus, consistent 4K streaming, and perfect AI noise cancellation, you might be left wanting more. It's like having a talented but slightly unpredictable new colleague, helpful and ambitious, but occasionally needing a little guidance. Before you decide, here's a mini promise. If you're often on Zoom or Teams calls, or stream regularly and can tolerate the minor quirks, the Link 2C will elevate your camera game big time. However, if you need absolute reliability without any autofocus hiccups or compatibility issues, You may want to explore other options or invest in a dedicated external mic alongside. To wrap things up, despite its handful of flaws, the Insta360 Link 2C offers an excellent balance of quality, advanced features, and price. Its standout video quality and clever AI controls make it an attractive pick for many creators and professionals, especially if you're ready to embrace some trade-offs. And remember, technology always improves. The Link 2C is a step into the future of webcams with potential for better updates. Ready to upgrade your video setup with the Insta360 Link 2C? Check out the best price on Amazon through the link in the description below. Buying through that link helps support this channel and ensures you get the latest deals and genuine products straight to your door. Don't miss out on making your streams and calls more professional and fun. Grab your Insta360 Link 2C today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this honest review, hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth tech reviews. Drop a comment sharing your own webcam horror stories or features you wish existed. And remember, whatever camera you choose, keep your angles good and your lighting better. And never trust a webcam with a bad hair day.